Hey, I got a sweet email here. Of course, AI is all the rage right now, and IBM, not to be left out, has released 3 new courses over at Coursera. Here they are. We'll dive into each of these just to give you a brief overview. This is not a certificate course, so it is a shorter, by nature, it's a shorter little deal, shorter commitment. Each one of these has 2 modules only, and it's only 3 courses. Let's dive into the first one, Generative AI Language Modeling with Transformers. All of these you can purchase for $49 to get a certificate, or you can get the full course, no certificate. You can audit them for free. I do mainly auditing, although I have purchased certificates in the past, and it's a good way to go. Lastly, if you want to do that and you want to do like all of them, I would just go Coursera Plus for $59 a month and then cancel it after you get all 3 of these rather than paying for them individually. Definitely the better deal. I'll leave links for all that in the description below. Anyway, here's the first course. Here's the 2 modules in the course with an overview. We're using Python with PyTorch in all 3 of these. They do recommend that this is for intermediate level people that have some familiarity with some of these concepts and with programming. So you're going to be at an advantage if you're bringing in some of that extra knowledge on top. Here's the overview. And again, it is not very lengthy. So it's estimating times here. It's got a couple labs, at least 1 lab on each of these courses. And that's the bulk of the time commitment. It's estimating an hour and a half, a little bit more than that for this one, for these 2 labs. And then the module 2, same deal. 10 videos, 6 readings, 4 assignments, 2 plugins, and 4 app ideas. Okay, so we go into encoder models, decoder models, pre-training, transformer architecture, PyTorch, a lot of acronyms in here. We got practice quizzes and graded assignments. So you won't have access to the graded assignments if you audit the course. Again, if you're just looking for the knowledge, though, that's not really, the certificate is not really necessary unless you need it and want to bolster your resume. Here's the final couple things. Got a cheat sheet and a course glossary. Okay. That is Generative AI Language Modeling with Transformers. Link is in the description for all these. Course 2 is Generative AI and LLMs, Architecture and Data Preparation. Here's the host of acronyms that we'll go through and learn in this course. And scrolling down, we'll look at the modules again in the same manner. Here's an overview you can check out if this looks like something you're interested in. Generative AI architecture. Okay, we're going to look at the architecture here, and we got 1 lab in this one for generative AI libraries. Again, up here on the top right, where is it? Oh, top, middle, front, and center, 5 hours to complete. When Coursera says they estimate 5 hours to complete, go ahead and cut it in half. You can probably do this in a couple, 2-3 hours. Data preparation for LLMs is the second module. Here is the info. We go through tokenization. Yeah, not a ton of content. It doesn't look like here. The bulk of it is in these 2 labs, implementing tokenization, creating natural language processor, data loader, 60 minutes a pop for each of those. So, you might spend 2 hours plus in there, and that be the bulk of this coursework. Another cheat sheet, another glossary. Let's move on. Course 3, Generative AI Foundational Models for Natural Language Processing and Language Understanding. This one, they're estimating 7 hours to complete. And again, 4, maybe 5 is what my estimate would actually be, just based on the courses that I've taken at Coursera. You can speed up the playback. Usually their instructors are talking pretty slow. Like right now, you could probably speed me up and get through this video at 1.5 or 2 times speed and be just fine for comprehension. But back in here to the module information of the natural language processing unit, we have fundamentals of language understanding, learning about hot coding, bag of words, embeddings, embedded bags, a knowledge of neural networks and hyperparameters, cross entropy loss. I mean, this looks pretty intimidating to me, not being an expert in the field. 7 videos here in the first section, some readings, quiz. So the graded one you won't have access to, but I think the practice ones you should if you're auditing the course. And then again, we've got 2 labs. This is the meat and potatoes, I would imagine. If you've taken this, let me know in the comments below. I haven't taken this yet, so I'm not 100%, but I would imagine the labs are where the value is. Here's module 2. And what do we got here? Word-to-vec embedding models, recurrent neural networks, PyTorch, text using perplexity, precision, and recall in text generation. So this looks pretty interesting too. It's going to go through those in this first little overview section with some videos, summary readings, and then the graded and the practice quiz, and followed by 2 labs. So this is actually the one that's most interesting to me just at a glance here. Integrating Word to Vec and developing a sequence-to-sequence model. 60 minutes a pop for those they're estimating. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below, and check out the video right here next. I go over Google's AI Essentials course, which is actually a paid-only course on Coursera. I kind of got a little gripe with Google about that one, but hey, I talk about it in this video briefly. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, all the usual stuff. You're awesome, and goodbye.